What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We're back at AR headquarters, and I've got a surprise for you. I bought a Range Rover. So I know better than to buy these things, but it's not my first Range Rover. It's not my second. I do believe it is my third, maybe fourth. I don't even know anymore, but this is a 2011 Range Rover HSE Sport Luxe package. 510 horsepower V8. That's right. 510 horsepower V8. Now, this I did not realize was a vehicle I'd already looked at and decided to stay away from because I knew it was going to be problematic. I saw this vehicle several weeks ago, probably by the time this video comes out, 4 weeks ago at Insurance Auto Auctions, and it said it ran and drove, and it absolutely did not run. I couldn't get it running. It didn't sound right. I didn't like it. So I decided to avoid it at all costs. Well, I got caught up in the auction. I wasn't winning anything. This popped up. And I thought, surely after several weeks, it wouldn't be the same one. So I threw a bid on it. It said it ran and drove. I listened to it. It purred like a kitten in the video. And then I bought it for $2,500. I posted some teasers on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Next thing I knew, several of you started saying, hey, isn't that the one you said you weren't going to buy? I thought, no, that was a different one. Well, I looked at the video that I posted, which some of my videos are 2 to 3 weeks out, meaning when you see the video, it's probably already been 2 or 3 weeks. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I thought, no, that was weeks ago. Well, I cross-referenced the lot number, and it was absolutely the video that I said I was going to avoid buying this one in. This is a pedal car, which means something was probably very, very wrong with it for them to get rid of it. Next, run and drive. That's what RND means, run and drive. We know that it doesn't run, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. 158,000 on the miles. I don't know what happened to the tires, but she's sitting down like the suspension has failed. The tires are flat. I think 3 out of 4 tires are flat. The bumper's coming off. It's rough. And the winds out here today are in excess of 50 miles an hour, 50 miles an hour. All right, so you're gonna have to bear with me because I've got nowhere else to work on this. I'm gonna try to get it in the shop, but that assumes we can even get it running. So it's got 2 flat tires. That one has still got some air in it, but the tow truck dropped it off while I wasn't here, and they had to put a board under it because this front left here has collapsed so badly, and it's on flat. So what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna take my Milwaukee. She's got a fresh charged battery, and we're going to try to put some air in this and hope that we can at least get all 4 tires aired up. Well, as it turns out, that tire only had 5 PSI in it, so that one was flat too. This one aired up, that one is airing up. It's taking a while to air these tires up. So while we're waiting on that, why don't we pop the hood? Let's see if we can focus on maybe getting it to run. The hood does stay up. That's good. Okay, she's missing the engine covers. She is missing the engine covers. Yeah. Is this the supercharged one or not? I'm thinking this is not the supercharged one. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. You guys comment below. It's the 5.0 liter. I don't know anything about these. I hate to admit that. Like, I don't know anything about Land Rover, Range Rover. This, to me, does not look like the same supercharged engine that I had in mine. Because mine had this big supercharger literally sitting on the top. This just has an intake manifold, so maybe this one's not supercharged. Anyway, let's go ahead and throw the booster pack on it. We'll just get right down to brass tacks here. I need to know if it's going to, what is this? What does this wire go to? Okay, well, already we have a wire just hanging out here. I wonder what that goes to. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, right? Not important. We'll take our negative. The battery's from 19, so good chance the battery's not going to come back to life. And it's a AAA battery, so I mean, that is a good sign. See, there's another one of these wires right here. It looks like it plugs on to a thing on the battery there. Very bizarre. Okay, let's put the juice to it. There we go. Hopefully that'll give her some juice. Let's see if we got anything happening on the inside. We'll check this tire. This tire is almost aired up. I was able to pull this board out once I got that front tire aired up. It slid right out. We have power. It smells like cigarettes in here. Super, super bad. All right, engine start. Let's see if she does anything. System check in progress. It's not even trying to start. It's making no attempt to start at all. Do you have to put this in a... That works. Do you guys see this? Distance to empty, 0. The gas gauge completely empty. All the way. It's completely empty. So, hold on. Is it possible that the damn thing just ran out of gas? Surely not. Surely not. I wonder what this smells like. Actually, does not smell bad. Okay. I was worried that maybe it was going to smell like varnish, but it doesn't. Well, I have gas. Does this not open on its own? I guess not. Ah, hold on. Engine covers. And the skid plate. Why is the skid plate off? Oh boy. Well, I started getting excited and oh nice, we got a trailer hitch. I don't know how you work that, but it's like a drop hitch or something they installed. Oh, I can't see anything under there. Nothing at all. Okay, well, let me put this on another tire. I'll go get a can of gas, and let's see if this thing just needs some gasoline. All right, I just put about 2.5, 3 gallons in there. The sidewall is punctured on this. Yep, this tire is popped. It's got a spare under it. I'll have to try to cripple it into the shop if it runs. Looks like it's probably gonna have to be crippled into the shop anyway. I don't want to try to change that tire out here. We'll go ahead and try to air this one up. Actually, this one's fine. This has got 41 PSI in it. So 3 out of 4 tires. I guess that's better than nothing. We'll turn that off. And let's see if she wants to do anything. The booster pack probably kicked off by now. Let's see. Please show fuel. 36 miles. It shows that we have gas. I don't feel any brakes. No. Well, we knew it couldn't be that simple, right? It couldn't be that simple. I'm going to cycle the key a few times. The brakes feel non-existent. I don't know what's going on there, but it definitely doesn't feel good. Let's try it again. And the booster pack is dead. All right, we went and got a bigger booster pack. This is my jump and carry. It's a JNC 1224. I've had this since I started the channel, when I transitioned from Uber ride sharing over to auto auction rebuilds. I've had this thing for years. It's had to be at least 5 years. At least 5 years. She's still got a full charge on her. It's big, it's heavy, but it's 12 and 24 volt. And when you really need the big guns, that's the one right there. That's the one. It's rare I need to drag it out, but this thing, this thing killed my booster pack quick. Come on. Come on. It sounds like it's so close. So close. It wants to start, and then it just doesn't. Come on. Maybe I need to hook a car up to it, you know, with some jumper cables. That might be what needs to be done. I want to try it a couple more times. Yes. Wait. No. Come on. It is this close. It's this close from running, man. It tries to pop off. It gets right there, and then it just... you guys know what I'm talking about. We've all been there, right? Come on. There it is. There it is. Damn it. It ran for 2 seconds. Low coolant. Oh, no. Don't be a head gasket. There it is. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. This one's going to make us work for it. I got a feeling it's going to be a head gasket, guys. Oh, no. Oh, no. Combustion gases. Yep. And there it is. There it is. That's going to be a head gasket. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Just my luck. Well, it's not milky. There's no dipstick, so you can't pull the dipstick. What I noticed, though, is it was full of coolant. Now suddenly it isn't. So that coolant went somewhere, didn't it? There it is. It's running. It's running. It's running. It's running. Will it stay running on its own? Yes, it will. Will it go into gear? Yes, brakes work too. Okay. Important window? Yes. Oh, no. Oh, man. I knew it. I called it. I called it. I didn't even know it, but I called it. There it is. Let her blow. Let her blow. And it's a hot day, guys. It's like 80 degrees out here, 78 degrees, something like that. It's warm today. Yeah, we got combustion gases coming out of here as well. I'll tell you what, though, you get her fired up, she actually sounds halfway decent. It sounds great. That's very disappointing. Listen to her. It's idling perfect. It runs great. Unfortunately, you got a ton of smoke coming out the exhaust here. Oh yeah, that's straight coolant, man. Straight coolant. Well, if you think I'm doing a head gasket on this old girl, you got another thing coming. But I'll tell you what I will do. I will go so far as to throw some Blue Devil in the damn thing and see if it stops smoking. I'll do that for it. Let's play with it a little bit since it's sitting here. Let's turn on air conditioning. Yeah, let's kick on the AC. Let's see if air conditioning works. You got heated seats. You got a CD player. We got AC turned on. I don't feel anything. Does this screen even work? Hell, if it does, I sure don't see anything at all. We may need to get this into the shop. That's really what we need to do. Air conditioning does work. Yeah, it's got cold air. Very nice. The radio, if it works, I sure don't see anything. It doesn't seem like it does anything. What do you think the chances are that if we shut this off, that it would start back up? That's what I want to know. Oh boy, she's really smoking back here. Look at that. Oh man. Yeah. Let's just clear all the codes. All the little brake pads worn. That's nice. Check tire pressures. It knows it's got a flat tire. Boy, she's tailgate open. It's not open. I closed it. Coolant level low. All right, I'm going to shut it off against my better judgment, and we're going to see if she'll start back up again. Yeah, she started right up. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I need to put the spare tire on it. I probably shouldn't drive it, but I'd at least like to know that the transmission works. So let's get it in the garage. Let's get the spare tire put on it. Let's put some more fuel in it. And we'll take it for just a quick spin up and down the street. And if it's got gears and it doesn't feel like it's about to blow up on us, we'll throw some Blue Devil in her and see if just maybe, possibly, we can patch up that head gasket. We'll throw the Autel on it as well and see what code she's throwing. All right, time to see what it does. I turned the ride height all the way up, and I know I'm driving on a flat, but I want to see what it does with the ride height up. See if that front end came up off the ground. Brakes do feel they're a little sketchy. Man, this thing actually feels pretty big. And it doesn't feel bad at all. It rides great, even with a flat. Yeah, let's get up in here. Actually, hold on. I'm off center here. Oh, uh-oh. There we go. It started right back up. It did, it started right back up. So that battery's probably okay then. Let's see if we can get up here without driving off the damn lift. Come on, old girl. There we go. There we go. And parking brake. We do. We have electronic parking brake. Temperature is getting warm. Let's shut her down. I can't believe it. The damn thing drove in here. It didn't even run when we got it. We already got it running. We're doing something right. Well, take a look at the ride height. I turned it all the way up, and it appears it's all the way up on both sides. It looks really good. Looks really good. So the air suspension works. This is not a bad looking vehicle, guys. That head gasket's a bit of a problem, considering I don't want to tear into this motor. I just don't feel like doing it. I really don't. Not on something like this. Okay, well, I guess there's only one thing to do for now. Why don't we get her up in the air? Let's get this tire off. Thankfully, it doesn't look like there's any locks on it. We'll get this wheel off. Let's put the spare on, and maybe we could take it for a test drive. All right, you guys want some good news? I got a little good news. Let's turn on this light because I want to show you. Well, there we go. There we go. I want to show you the underbelly of this thing, man. I'm kind of surprised. I figured it'd be leaking all kinds of stuff. 150-some thousand miles on it. It's not. It is very, very clean under here. Look, there's your rear diff, exhaust, moving up, transfer case. Looks good. There's your transmission pan. Looks good. Engine oil pan, looks good. There's your starter. Motor mounts, front diff, suspension, ball joints. Really? Everything under here looks really, really good. I'm kind of blown away. I really am. No rust at all. All right. Well, we got her on the lift. We got her up. I should have thought to take this spare tire off first, shouldn't I? Yeah, well, I didn't think about that, but I'm going to do that now. And then I guess we will proceed with getting this front tire off, getting the spare put on it. We'll make sure that she's got her gears. And as long as she does, well, I'll go spend some money on some Blue Devil. We'll clean it up a little bit, and maybe we can turn it into something that'll last a little bit longer than it did the last owner. All right, I got the spare. Now let's get this big wheel off of here. It's a 22. All right. Oh, good golly. Wow. That's a heavy thing, ain't it? Good Lord. All right. This is much lighter. And I already checked. It does have air. We'll go ahead and adjust the air pressure here in just a little bit. Make sure we get these on so we don't cross thread them. And then we'll zip the suckers on. We can lower the old girl down. There we go. Simple as that. She's got a tire. Wow. She's got some air. I think we can let her down. If you're like me, you're noticing the gap here ain't right. Well, I didn't turn the air suspension off, so it got lifted up and it released the pressure. This will come right back, I'm certain of it. She's already got almost 40 PSI. Yeah, okay. That's good enough. I think as soon as we start it up, all of this will go back to normal again. You're not supposed to lift these things up in the air without turning off the air suspension. Oops, my mistake. Real quick, that's been just bugging the hell out of me. So far, this thing is coming back together really, really nice. A little bit too nice, if we're being completely honest. All right, I think we can let her down back to the ground. All right, I'm gonna try to start this thing back up. I'm gonna get that suspension raised back up. Hopefully. Let's see what happens. Oh, come on. All right. It just never fails, does it? Booster pack time. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we go. I know. You're all kinds of upset, I understand. See if this thing comes back up. Yep, I feel it coming up. There she goes. Very nice. Oh, she is not happy. Let's lower it back down. Let it kind of level itself out. All right, well, ooh, I gotta open some doors, man. Wow. She's not happy. This is something I think is far beyond anything some Blue Devil's gonna be able to fix. Whew, she's blowing coolant right out the exhaust. I mean, right out the exhaust. So obviously we can't take this thing very far. It's not happy. Battery is questionable. When I bring it back, I'll definitely want to disconnect the battery, put it on charge. We'll run a diagnostic on it after we get back. I want to verify that it's going to start for me before we take off. Let's shut it off. And I did just put a couple more gallons of gas in it. It had like 30 miles. I'm hoping we've got more like 60 or 70 now. Let's turn the ignition on and see if we have a little bit more fuel now. 33 miles still. Lovely. Come on. There it goes. Still shows only 33 miles though. It's running on its own. Probably should not tempt fate. All right. Oh, she smells so bad. It smells so bad. All right, let me close things up and let's take her for a quick ride. Verified, nothing here works. We're not going to turn the air conditioning or anything on. Let's just try to get it out of here and hope, number one, we don't fall off the lift. So far, so good. Okay, we made it. We made it. Now, can we just get a little test drive and get back? Oh, she's got good power. Wow. I thought the brakes were kind of sketchy. Honestly, they don't feel that bad once you get going with it. Oh, whoa. Holy crap. Okay. Hey, what more do you want, man? She is getting it. We're almost 50 miles an hour. Oh, she's getting hot. Yeah, she's gonna get hot on us. Okay, well, fact remains, we just went 50 miles an hour in the old girl. Brakes feel honestly pretty damn good. Not too shabby. She got some pep in her step, man. Let's try not to get run over by a semi. We're on a blind bend here, which is about the worst place we could possibly be, especially if she decides to break down. Wow. She gets down the road, good God. No way. We're doing almost 60. Look at this. Well, low coolant. Temperature actually seems to be holding. The brakes definitely need to be bled. You could feel the brakes just aren't, they're not great. They work fine, don't get me wrong. It will stop in a hurry. But you could tell that they need to be bled. All right, well, hello guys. I'm kind of impressed with the old girl. Let's roll this window down. Let's roll that window down. Oh, a sheet. Oh, wow. Okay, all right, all right, all right. She's not overheating. I think she's had enough. I think she's had enough. Let's get her back to the house, guys, and we'll give her a little rest. Well, heck, guys, I can't lie, man. She's not running awful. It's not great, but considering the smoke blowing out the back, she's not running all that bad. I'm a little impressed with the thing. It's not overheating either. I saw the temperature gauge go up, but it's not climbing. It's sitting right where it should. The ride height seems to be good. She definitely needs a set of tires. Did I turn the turn signal on? Oops. turn on the headlights. Fog lights too? Let's turn on the fog lights. You can see all that smoke, man. I mean, she's definitely not happy. But this is not a bad looking ride. I would drive the hell out of this. I mean, not yet. Once we get that taken care of. This could be a good candidate for, you know, hey, will Blue Devil work? And if it does, great. I don't mind throwing a set of tires on this thing, getting it cleaned up, making her look good again. Not a problem for me at all. You know, I love my little Range Rovers, my Land Rovers. I do. I love the things, and I hate them because I know that things like this happen and you can be left on the side of the road. But there's just something about them. They're peppy, they're fun, and they're great little off-road vehicles. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not disappointed in the Range Rover. I'm not. I figured there was probably something wrong with it, and that's why I got it for $2,500. If you remember right, I had one of these before, and I paid, God, it was $6,500, I think, for one of these. And I think I got it from IAA as well. It was a gray one. It was the supercharged engine. I'm certain this is not the supercharged engine. You guys can comment below and tell me for sure. I haven't paid enough attention to it. Even though it's probably not, it's still pretty peppy, even with a blown head gasket. So you win some, you lose some, but I feel like we at least accomplished something in this video. We've got all 4 tires with air in it. It's on the ground. It runs. We've had it on the road. That's more than it was doing when we got it here earlier today. This thing for me literally just showed up. It showed up this morning. I was making another video for you guys on the Nissan Leaf, and then as soon as I got done with it, I came out here and started filming this one for you guys as well. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. There's more to come. I'm going to try to do the Blue Devil trick. I know some people are going to be like, that's the lazy, crappy way of doing it, and you're right. It absolutely is. But if we can buy this thing a little more time, then that's all that matters to me. I'd love to see this thing on the road and in the hands of somebody else who's going to love it and drive it for a while, but I'm not going to take apart the engine in this thing to work on the head gaskets. It could be a partially cracked block, cracked head. It could just be a blown head gasket. It's really hard to say for sure, but we're going to try to see if we can, you know, do a little mechanic in a bottle, see if we can't get this thing back on the road. For $2,500, I'll take this deal all day long. I still think it's a cool car. It's a fun little toy, little project for the channel. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, well, hit the thumbs down button. Please subscribe to the channel. I truly appreciate it. Share the video with your friends and drop those comments down below. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one. But what are we going to do in the next one? Oh, well, the next one, probably going to drain all the coolant, go back with straight water, of course, Blue Devil, and we'll probably want to change the oil, assuming we can get it to stop blowing smoke out the exhaust. Then we need to hook up the Autel and see what's going on with the codes. Then we need to see if the battery is going to come back to life. And then we can take it for a proper drive, make sure everything's going to be okay. And at that point, I might be willing to throw a set of 20-inch tires on this bad boy. Stay tuned.